Good morning, guys. It has been quite a while since I think I've sat here looking like this and filmed a video for you guys. So I'm actually on my last couple of days here in Kyiv, and as always, I just don't know how the time goes so fast. Obviously, I do feel like I've done a lot and got a lot of quality time with my family, which has been so great, but yeah, a whole month of travel has passed and I'll be leaving here fairly soon and going to Paris for 5 days before heading back to Canada, and it's just kind of surreal. But anyways, I wanted to end Kyiv on a special little note, so I thought I would do a what I eat in a day video here in Ukraine and show you guys the kind of amazing food that I've been eating here. Obviously, I'm a big fan of Ukrainian food, but the culinary scene here in Kyiv especially has really changed and diversified. There's so many different international restaurants that you can find here. But today I really wanted to give you guys kind of a mesh of both worlds, where most likely the first part of the day here I'm going to be eating at home. And I think that in itself is interesting to watch in these types of videos too, because everybody when they travel always goes to restaurants, but I find it interesting, you know, if a person is more of a local, what do they actually make at home? But for the second part of the day, I of course will be walking around. I have some errands I have to do today, so I will probably pop into some cafes and restaurants and kind of show you guys that side as well. Alright, so to start off with breakfast, no, I will not be making something from scratch because I am not Martha Stewart. I will be making my favorite frozen blinis that are freaking delicious. So this is my morning breakfast, and we've got those blinis that I mentioned that are actually stuffed with ricotta cheese and are so good. Thank God they come frozen because it actually takes quite a while to make them fresh. Then over here I have some apple, and over here I have some tea because if you guys couldn't tell, I'm a little bit under the weather, and I have a black tea with some ginger and some lemon. Alright guys, so this is my lunch for today. I know it looks kind of strange and probably not super appetizing, but I promise you I have some buckwheat, which is really healthy and a Ukrainian staple. So I have that underneath everything. I have some homemade curried sort of peas that my uncle made. I have this bean sort of salad that I warmed up that my mom made. I have some kind of garlic spiced carrots that I absolutely love that are sold everywhere here, and of course I have some cabbage sauerkraut, so to say, super good. And then I have a little mini sandwich that has some butter and caviar on it because that is a very fancy Ukrainian staple, and I usually only eat it when I am here, so I'm treating myself. And then over here I have just a glass of lemonade, and that is my lunch. Alright guys, so I have gotten my day started, and right now I'm just heading south to my Danya Zalezhnosti. I have to exchange some Canadian dollars, and this is kind of the only place that they do it. And then I think I'm gonna go grab a coffee, and after that we are going to do some souvenir shopping. So here we are in the main square of my Danya Zalezhnosti, and it looks like they are building some kind of concert platform, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, I'm sure I've showed you guys this area other times in other videos, but for those who have not seen it, it is basically this beautiful large square where everybody comes to meet, and usually on the weekends they close down the main street Krishatik there, and it's actually just open for the people and lots of people playing music, stuff like that, so lots of fun.
I've walked by this coffee shop a million times and it looks so cute. So true. So I decided to get my coffee to go. I got this fancy AeroPress brew from Ecuador, and I got one of my favorite Ukrainian desserts, which is kind of called oreshki, which is this like hard pastry shell with the soft inside. Super tasty.
So I am in a really special area right now. I try and come here every single time I come to Kyiv because this is Safisky Sabor, and maybe some of you even remember it from one of my first vlogs of Ukraine about 2 years ago. I was walking out here when it was like pouring rain. Today, thankfully, it's sunshine. But anyways, this church and its complex was basically my playground all throughout my childhood because we lived fairly close, and my grandma would bring me here literally every single day to play with my friends and to just get some fresh air. Obviously it's changed a lot over 27 years, but it is still a really beautiful area, and I always love just coming here and having a moment of nostalgia. So now we are in another of my favorite places here in Ukraine, and you also might remember it from one of my first vlogs here in Kyiv, which is Andreevsky Spusк. And it is this incredible street that goes all the way down to the Dnieper and has so many beautiful handmade souvenirs that are very traditional to Ukrainian culture. And of course there is this beautiful cathedral called Andreevsky Sabor right at the start of it. So if you guys ever come to Kyiv, you have to come here. This is actually one of my absolute favorite cafes in Kyiv here. It's called Baguette Cafe, and it's a little French place, but they also do have some Ukrainian stuff as well, and it is just so good. Alright guys, I literally bought so many souvenirs, and now I want to take you on a little adventure. And surprise, I am wearing one of my new souvenirs that I absolutely love. I usually try and get one of these every time I come here. They're called vinoks, which are traditional Ukrainian headwear for festivals that all the beautiful ladies wear. So I thought I would wear mine here for this beautiful photo op and this incredible view that I'm about to show you guys. How beautiful is that? You can see Andreevsky Sabor standing tall and beautiful, rising up above Kyiv. And then if you go out a little bit further, we have this beautiful, colorful town that you can actually go down to, and there's a lot of cute cafes and stuff. And yeah, it's just such a beautiful area to go to. And to be honest, not that many people really know about it as far as tourists go. So if you guys are walking down Andreevsky Spusк and you see the ladder that I showed in the first part of this video, that's how you get up here.
Alright, so we are getting to the end of our day, and I'm not going anywhere super fancy. I am going old school, classic, huzata hata. If I haven't talked about it enough, you guys will see what I mean. It's basically this traditional Ukrainian cafeteria where you can get so much food for so little. Alright guys, here we are. This is where the magic happens. So this is absolutely crazy. I wanted to show you the actual receipt of how much this cost, which is 100 hryvnia, and right now the Canadian dollar is at like 20-21. So my whole meal was only $5. And that got me all of this, which is absolutely nuts. First off here, I got some roasted vegetables, which look really good with potatoes. Then I got a little piece of bread to go with my borscht. And then over here is a new salad that I don't think I've ever tried before. It has cabbage, peas, and some red pepper. And to finish it all off, I got some delicious black currant compote, which is kind of like the Ukrainian version of juice. And it is just so delicious. Alright guys, that is the end of my day, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully it inspires you to come to Ukraine and see it for yourself, because if you couldn't already tell, I'm a pretty big fan. And the one thing that I realized while I was eating is that I think all of my meals combined today add up to under $10, or right around there, because obviously eating at home in the first part of the day really helped. I think my breakfast probably would be like 50 cents, and then my lunch also under $1, probably like 75 cents, but let's call it $1.50 for those two meals. And then I had my coffee and that little dessert, which was a little bit under $2 as well, but let's just call it $2. And then my hot chocolate was also $2. And then my whole meal for supper was $5. So altogether we are right around the $10 mark, which is absolutely crazy. I feel like I ate so well today. So obviously, if budget is a question for you, Ukraine is basically as good as you can get in Europe. So I hope you guys will check it out and let me know what you think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until I see you guys next time, keep being your own kind of beautiful. Bye guys.